and welcome to this tutorial in which I will show you how you can connect an opt-in form to your GoToWebinar account. The reason for why you would want to make this connection is mainly for allowing your site's visitors to sign up for your upcoming webinars. So make sure to follow this video until the end to learn how to do that. First off, in your WordPress admin dashboard, you need to go to Thrive Dashboard, and on this page we are going to scroll down and look for the API connections card and click on it. Now we are going to add a new connection by clicking on this button right here, from where we can also see the full list of available apps. So scroll down to the webinar section and click on GoToWebinar. Here you will have to fill in these two fields, which are basically your GoToWebinar account credentials. Also, you will notice that the connection will be made with their latest version, which is version 2. Now I've typed in my username, which is my email for this case, and also the password, and once you've done this as well, you can go ahead and click on connect. And as you can see, the connection is ready and you can go and set up your opt-in forms for your lead generation elements or your lead groups through which your visitors will sign up for your webinars. You can always come back to this dashboard, and if you want, you can test the connection, edit the connection, or remove it. So after you've done this, the next thing you can do is connect your opt-in form from your website to the service that you have chosen. And to do that, you can either use Thrive Architect with a lead generation element or use Thrive Leads. First off, I'm going to connect the lead generation element from Thrive Architect. So for that, I'm going to go to the Pages section of my WordPress admin dashboard and open the page on which I know I've placed the lead generation element. Now, as you can see, the lead generation element is right here, so I'm going to select it, and then as usual, the options will appear in the left sidebar. And if you're not familiar with this element, make sure to check out this comprehensive article, which I've linked here in the top right corner of the video. Moving forward, for this type of connection, you need to make sure that API is selected here in the connection section. And next, in order to start actually setting up the integration, click on Add Connection, and from this drop-down list, click on GoToWebinar. Now you have to select the mailing list from the next drop-down that appears over here. Basically, this is the mailing list which is subscribed to your upcoming webinar that you can set up in your GoToWebinar account. Now I'm going to click on Apply, and then I'm going to see what other connection details I can customize. So the next thing you can do is customize the form fields from here. Depending on what template you have chosen, the form fields from this list will be different. However, for this particular one, as you can see, I have a name field and then the email field. So I can add a new one from here, and as you can see, I can choose from this drop down what kind of field type I want to add. I'm going to leave it to phone for this example. And if I want, I can change the name and the placeholder. Also, if you want, you can make the label a required one, as simple as that. And if you want to have the label visible, you can enable it from this switch button right here. Feel free to use the autofill settings from this drop-down if you want to automatically populate fields using dynamic data. Once done, click on Apply and it will take you back to the main options sidebar. We're going to go on to the next step now, and here you can basically determine what happens after the user has signed up on your opt-in form. So you can, for example, choose to redirect the user to a URL, and you can either paste here the URL or just search for a page which you already have on your website. That is not all you can do here. You can also choose to display a success notification, and if you want, you can also change the message that will be displayed. Now, in order to test this, I'm going to save and preview the page, and then I'm going to insert my details in the corresponding fields that I've previously set up for this form. Once done, I'm going to click on Sign Up, and then if the connection is working properly, a success notification will be displayed on the screen. Next, I want to show you how easily you can connect your GoToWebinar account to Thrive Leads. For that, go back to your WordPress admin dashboard, and here hover over the Thrive Dashboard section and click on Thrive Leads. This will take you to the Thrive Leads dashboard. Find a group that has the type of opt-in form you want to connect and click on it to expand it. Now, as you can see, I have here a list of all the form types that I've added for my GoToWebinar integration. So I'll just go ahead and select the one which I want to work on. And in this case, it's going to be this lightbox right here. So I'm going to click on Edit. And this will take me to another list with all the lightbox types of forms. I've only set up one over here, but if you want, you can add more from this button. Now click on the pencil icon to start editing the design. This will open the form in the Thrive Architect editor. all the opt-in forms already contain a lead generation element in them. So selecting the element, as I'm doing right now, will trigger the main options in the left sidebar. So from this point onwards, the process is identical with the one I already explained earlier in the video. These are the ways in which you can set up the GoToWebinar integration with one of your opt-in forms. I really hope this tutorial was useful to you, and as usual, please make sure to check out all the other tutorials that we have created to get more familiar with Thrive themes and all of our products and features.